Now, I can't say I'm mad. I might even be happy. But damn, another one bites the dust. And I can't be mad because I can't fight. I can't fight.
A shocking wave of drama has just hit the internet as intimate footage of Teyana Taylor in the middle of a deep emotional breakdown has gone viral. What's more disturbing is the fact that it was reportedly filmed by none other than her partner, Aaron Pierre. In the video, Teyana appears extremely vulnerable, crying openly while Aaron remains behind the camera, capturing the entire moment. Fans are left stunned, not just by how raw and unfiltered the footage is, but also by the very fact that such a private moment made it to the public. The internet is now divided. Some are wondering if this was ever meant to be shared, or was it intentionally leaked? Could Aaron have done this on purpose to control the narrative, or was it simply a moment gone wrong that slipped into the wrong hands? Either way, we're diving into how this footage first surfaced, what it truly shows, the intention behind it, and the emotional and legal firestorm it's now caused. The video first made its way online through what looked like a private Instagram story, possibly one of Aaron's close friends or someone in their inner circle. But before the story disappeared, someone screen recorded it and uploaded it to TikTok. From there, it exploded across platforms like wildfire. The short clip has no filters, no edits, no flashy effects, just raw pain. In it, Teyana is seen without makeup, clearly distressed, her face red from crying. Aaron can be heard gently trying to calm her, but his own voice is shaking, revealing how tense the moment truly was. There's no visible watermark, no signs of a planned release. This wasn't meant for the public. The sheer authenticity of the video is what has everyone talking. But now the real question is, who leaked it, and why? Was it a betrayal from someone close, or was it part of a bigger plan? In the footage, Teyana is shown sitting on the floor, holding a pillow tightly against her chest. Her eyes are swollen, tears streaming down her face as she seems lost in a spiral of emotion. Aaron's voice breaks the silence, softly asking her, "Are you okay? Talk to me, please." Teyana doesn't respond right away. She just shakes, her head slowly, clearly overwhelmed, before finally whispering, "I just feel so lost right now." Her words are heartbreaking, especially coming from someone so admired for her strength. The camera trembles, showing Aaron's emotional turmoil. Behind the scenes, as the video ends, Teyana buries her face in her hands, while Aaron's voice falters once more, cracking with emotion. It's a scene of complete vulnerability, raw, real, and powerful. But the question remains, should this have ever seen the light of day? Speculation is running wild about why Aaron would even record such a moment in the first place. Some fans believe he was trying to capture a real, emotional side of Teyana that the world never sees, perhaps to humanize her during a tough time or to later reflect on the gravity of the situation. Others, more cynical, argue that Aaron may have recorded it as a form of emotional leverage, something to use if their relationship ever spiraled publicly. A few voices have raised the possibility that it could be for legal purposes, proof of her emotional state, maybe in anticipation of custody disputes. Whatever the reason, secretly filming someone in such a distressed state, especially someone you love, raises huge concerns about consent and boundaries. The leak only makes things worse, casting a dark cloud over what was already a sensitive issue. Teyana Taylor, widely known for her strength, grace, and often empowering public persona, has found herself in the center of a deeply personal storm, one she never asked for and certainly didn't deserve. For years, fans have admired her for her poise, resilience, and how she navigated the demanding roles of being a performer, a mother, and a public figure with what seemed like unshakable confidence. But now, one of her most vulnerable moments has been exposed to the world, not by her own doing, but by someone she once trusted. Those close to Teyana say she's been carrying an enormous amount of pressure behind the scenes. Between balancing the responsibilities of co-parenting, maintaining her career, and tending to her own mental and emotional well-being, the weight she's been shouldering has slowly become unbearable. Insiders say this recent breakdown isn't about one specific argument or incident. It's more likely the culmination of months of emotional exhaustion. Parenting alone can be overwhelming, but co-parenting in the public eye adds another layer of complexity, especially when trust is broken. Add to that the personal expectations, the media scrutiny, and the internal pressure to always appear composed, and it becomes clear that this breakdown was less a collapse and more a release of everything she's had to hold in for far too long. What made this moment so painful, however, wasn't just the emotion itself, but the fact that it was recorded and leaked for the world to witness. As the video circulated online, it stripped away the polished image that fans were used to seeing and exposed a raw, unfiltered side of Teyana that she hadn't consented to share. The internet erupted almost immediately. Within minutes, Twitter was flooded with emotional responses from fans, friends, and strangers alike. Some tweets expressed deep compassion and support, with one user writing, "This is too personal. Leave her alone. She deserves privacy and healing." Many others echoed the same sentiment, condemning the invasion of privacy and questioning the motive behind filming such a fragile moment in the first place. On the flip side, there were some who defended Aaron, the man reportedly behind the footage. Some argued that his presence during the moment showed care and concern, suggesting that perhaps he was overwhelmed himself and didn't know how else to respond. Others speculated that the recording wasn't meant to be shared publicly at all, that maybe someone else leaked it without his permission. But even that line of defense couldn't quiet the growing outrage, especially as more people began asking the same question. Why was he recording her instead of comforting her? As the video made its rounds across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, content creators began posting their reactions and analyses. Some tried to interpret every tear on Teyana's face, every pause in Aaron's voice, and even the tone of the room captured in the background audio. It became less about concern and more about spectacle. Hashtags like Teyana struggles, Aaron leaked it, and consent matters began trending within hours. The narrative began to fracture. While one part of the internet argued that this was a glimpse into the reality of love, relationships, and mental health struggles, the other side insisted that this was nothing less than an unforgivable breach of privacy and consent. What was initially an emotional incident quickly turned into a legal and ethical debate. People began raising questions about the legality of the recording itself. In many jurisdictions, filming someone, especially during a mental health episode, without their knowledge or consent is not just unethical, it can also be illegal. Legal experts have started to weigh in, pointing out that if Teyana chooses to pursue action, Aaron could be facing serious consequences. There's also the matter of the video's distribution. Whether he was the one who released it or someone else gained access, the damage has already been done. And the public exposure of such intimate footage opens the door to lawsuits, reputational fallout, and possibly even criminal charges. But beyond the potential legal implications, the deeper issue lies in the ethics of recording someone at their lowest. People are debating whether it's ever acceptable to document a loved one in pain, even with the best of intentions. Was Aaron trying to capture a moment so he could show her later, out of concern? Was it for his own emotional validation? Or, as some have suggested more cynically, was it recorded with ulterior motives, like leverage or manipulation? Whatever the reasoning, the result has been nothing short of disastrous. Instead of empathy, the video has sparked national outrage. Instead of helping her heal, it has added more pressure, more scrutiny, and more trauma. Aaron's reputation may never fully recover from this. While some still argue that he meant no harm, the court of public opinion has been swift and harsh. Many feel that regardless of his intent, the fact remains that a deeply personal and private moment was turned into viral content without consent. In today's digital age, where everything is documented, reposted, and dissected, the expectation for privacy seems to be shrinking. But even so, there are moments that should remain sacred, protected, and unseen by the masses. This was one of them. Meanwhile, Teyana remains mostly silent. She hasn't issued a detailed statement, and her social media presence has been minimal since the leak. But those who know her say she's doing everything she can to shield her daughter from the chaos, to maintain her composure, and to slowly start the process of healing. The support she's received from fans has been heartfelt and unwavering, with many sending her messages of strength, prayers, and unconditional love. Yet even in this, there is an unspoken sadness. that a woman so admired for her strength was denied the right to break down in private. This moment has opened up a broader conversation about emotional vulnerability, especially for women in the public eye. How much strength is too much to ask for? How long can someone hold themselves together before they're allowed to fall apart? And when they do, who has the right to witness it? Teyana's breakdown doesn't make her weak, it makes her human. What she deserves now isn't judgment, speculation, or commentary. What she needs is space, time, and the kind of support that doesn't come with conditions or expectations. Because behind every icon is a person who gets tired, who feels pain, and who sometimes needs to cry without an audience. The future for Teyana and Aaron is now completely uncertain. Will Aaron come forward with a public apology or attempt to justify his actions? Will Teyana take legal steps or quietly retreat to process the betrayal? Could this incident force them into counseling or signal the beginning of a permanent split? One thing is certain, their daughter's emotional well-being is going to become a central concern moving forward. Co-parenting after a leak this personal will be incredibly complicated, especially when trust is broken. Both fans and family are watching closely to see what their next moves will be, whether on social media, through interviews, or by their silence. This one moment has shifted their entire relationship dynamic. Aaron's leaked footage of Teyana's breakdown has shattered the illusion of privacy that many celebrities fight so hard to maintain. It's more than just celebrity drama. It's a raw, deeply personal moment that was never supposed to go public. The debate over whether Aaron was wrong or simply overwhelmed is raging online. Some see it as love exposed, others as a major betrayal. What do you think? Was filming this moment a step too far? Or was it a necessary truth? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if this touched you in any way, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. This story isn't over, not even close. In fact, it's only just begun to unravel.